Hi, this is Ed from SOS Bookkeeping to talk about the importance of keeping track of your income and expenses. Some of you may be using a spreadsheet to keep track of your bookkeeping, and others may be using bookkeeping software. I highly recommend bookkeeping software, and I've heard many people say they don't do it because of the cost, but you can have a very good, high quality bookkeeping software for as little as $15 a month. It'll make your life so much easier to have that. But the important thing is for income, for instance, that's usually pretty easy to track unless payments that you're receiving are buying more than one product or more than one service. Then you're going to have to split those payments and identify what amount is applied to what product or service. So that's one thing. And of course, if you have a bookkeeping software, that's very easy to do. On a spreadsheet, a little more difficult, but still can be done. On the expense side, if you're writing checks, that's pretty easy. You make a note on the check what it's for. If it's cash or credit card, then keep the receipt, make a note on the receipt what it's for. And if it's, maybe it's part personal, part business, you need to make sure that you differentiate in that so that you keep track of the difference. And then keep those receipts, put them in a physical folder, or better yet, scan them and put them in a digital folder to keep track of them. Set up a schedule where on a regular basis, whether it's weekly or monthly, depending on the number of transactions that you have, to get those entered into your system. You don't want to wait too long because then you might forget what something's for, or if you didn't keep accurate notes, trying to reconstruct that. So it's better to do it on a regular basis, weekly or monthly, depending on the number of transactions. One important thing is whether you're doing using a spreadsheet or bookkeeping software is to have a chart of accounts. Chart of accounts will help you greatly in identifying what expenses are for what. You can put the account number on there. And also you might encounter, depending on the type of business you have, for instance, if you're selling a product, you may have a difference between an actual operating expense and a cost of goods sold. So it makes it a lot easier if you can, if you have a chart of accounts, then you can put the proper the cost of goods sold account number on there, or your operating expense. And sometimes, not often, but sometimes those expenses are even split between those. So once again, bookkeeping software makes that so much easier for you. So I highly recommend that. And if you need some ideas on what software is available, but feel free to get in touch. I'd be happy to help you with that. And if you'd like to learn more about how to create a chart of accounts and the things to consider in creating that, I'll have a link in the description below to a video that I made about how to choose the accounts that you set up your chart of account, how to structure it, and what's important to consider in that process. All right, I hope you find this video helpful.